and welcome or welcome back. My name is V, and today we're going to watch a very interesting video that is, I guess, more cultural than gaming in its nature, but it is about a day in the life of a Japanese game illustrator. And the reason why it's so interesting to me is because the video actually focuses on a Square Enix game illustrator. And since my main game is Final Fantasy XIV, and I play a lot of Square Enix games, especially Final Fantasy ones, I'm actually very curious to see what things are like. And I hope that this video was made without any sort of, I don't know, bias or like, I don't know, concealed facts or whatever. I hope that they really, just kind of went, into making of this video with like a lot of, I don't know, just transparency and honesty, because this is something that I've been curious about for a very long time, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. If you haven't subbed to this channel, make sure to do so. This is where I cover my RPGs, mostly JRPGs. There's a lot of Square Enix titles covered here on the channel, where I upload my playthroughs, highlights, reviews, and all that such. And yeah, without further ado, let's watch the video.
Illustrator.
Aww. Poo pose. Like, I wonder if culturally this was something that was like, I'm not trying to be prejudiced or anything like that, but like I wonder if for a Japanese person, if it was difficult to just kind of, decide to be in front of the camera like all day long like this and just basically expose their life. I don't know many Japanese people, but the ones that I do know are very private in their nature, unless they're content creators and are kind of just used to being in front of the camera all day long. So I wonder how she felt about it.
This is Ruby, 30 years old, living in the heart of Tokyo, and she's just waking up for work. She lives with her cute pet in this 1LK apartment, quite spacious for a single person in the city. She says that she used to live in a much smaller apartment nearby, but she needed to find a bigger place during the pandemic to house all of her equipment so she could work remotely.
Cool. I
So
wonder.
how long do you spend on makeup?
I wonder if the price range difference was a lot. I actually for a while I spent a lot of time like watching these videos about like Tokyo's like smallest apartments or biggest apartments or cheapest apartments. There are plenty of content creators out there who just like go and like try to like rent a place, and then they make these videos, and you can find the most incredible places. And I don't know, there's like a weird amount of enjoyment that I get out of these videos.
大体もう10分ぐらいで終わります。
That's quick.
なんかもうコロナ入ってから全然人と会うこともなくなったので、なんかもうルーティン化してます。
So Ruby has been working as a video game illustrator for 6 years now. Even as a little girl, she loved to draw, but growing up couldn't envision a proper career where she could pursue her passion. So she entered university majoring in a completely different field. But when her job hunting started, she discovered that there
So she gets up at 8 in the morning. I don't know when the workday starts in Japan, but over here, I guess at 8 in the morning, everybody would be already at work. So I don't know, like I guess maybe that's something that's specific for her job, but around here, your day starts pretty much at or around 6 in the morning. That's, for example, when I wake up and take my kid to daycare, so that I could already be at home and working by 8 a.m. And most other parents that I know with kids, their working hours start at like either 7:30 or 8.
There were prestigious Japanese companies offering illustration jobs. Recognizing the opportunity, she convinced her parents to let her study character design at a professional training college, ultimately leading to her dream job at her current company. Are you good on time?
まだ余裕があります。今日はちょっと早めに起きました。
So do you wake up the same time when you work remotely?
家でする時の方がもうちょっとゆっくり寝てます。
I guess she eats yogurt with nuts, jam, and blueberries. Looks healthy.
What is the drink? I don't know the drink. I wonder what the mask policy is like these days in Japan. This was made 2 months ago. I don't know if it was recorded 2 or 3 months ago or whatever.
Ruby's current work commute by train takes about 20 to 25 minutes, but when she first started her job, she was still living in.
So I guess we're to assume that she starts her work at or around, I guess, 10 in the morning. Like, I don't know, for here that would be considered late, but I guess I don't know, it all comes down to, I guess, what kind of job she does and how many hours a day she does.
Kanagawa with her parents, a common situation for new Japanese graduates entering the workforce. But as time went on, the hour-plus commute every day was a bit too much, so she decided to move closer to the office.
Good morning, y'all. I'm back with another day in the life. You guys don't even know the hoops I had to go through to get this one done, but we're here, we're doing it, and I'm super excited and pumped. Ruby should be coming on the next train.
I wonder why that
Let's wait
is.
for her now.
Good morning! Did you sleep well?
Chocobo GP team
Ruby's
meeting?
office is just a quick 1-minute walk from Higashi Shinjuku Station. And here it is, the Square Enix headquarters, one of the top video game developers in Japan, creating ultra-popular titles known worldwide such as Final
Aww.
Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. And making it all happen, 3,700 hardworking employees. But these days, due to safety measures, many employees have the option to work remotely, which is why the office is relatively quiet. Ruby also often works from home, but today she has a few meetings with her team.
I see.
The first thing she does is check her emails and replies to them as required. Once complete, she quickly gets to work on her current illustration projects. So, what are you working on?
FFB というタイトルの6周年のイラストを提出しないといけなくて、今 80% ぐらい。今日は続きから描いていきます。
Can you finish it today?
今日だけではもしかしたら終わらないかもしれない。
Actually,
looks
she's been working on this
gorgeous.
illustration now for 2 weeks. But not just this alone, as she must manage multiple projects concurrently while also collaborating with various team members to complete each one. So what else do you work on other than this?
いろんなプロジェクトからいろいろな内容が来るんですけど、チョコボシリーズのグッズの監修の確認が今多いですかね。
So what's the process for creating an illustration?
一番最初すごいがっつり描くんじゃなくて、本当ラフで描いて見せてあげる。
This is the concept sketch she drew in one day,
That's
which is already rather
beautiful.
impressive. From
Wow.
here, she gets feedback and adjusts the characters.
Like, you think, I don't know, you'd think that these things are easy, especially now. I think that illustrators and artists don't get enough credit, especially because, I don't know, people think that it's so easy to do it with like the emergence of like AI art or whatever. It's like they just basically input some prompts or whatever and they get a picture, and like the real artist's works just takes so much more work, and it is, I don't know, it is so much more difficult to produce, but super rewarding, because as an artist you just get to create exactly what you want. And I think the emergence of like AI illustration and like all this stuff has made me appreciate the original work of artists. Like, look at that is just gorgeous.
Poses, facial expressions, etc., paying close attention to their unique personality and background. It's quite a detailed process. Ruby,
Right.
can I see your past work?
これ私の私物の棚なんですけど、ゲームソフトとかもコボの不思議なダンジョンエブリバディ、
You drew that?
これ表紙は私が描きました。
Was it difficult to draw?
縦長の構成で描くの結構大変だったのと、描かないといけないキャラクターが多かったので、それに苦労しましたね。
That's
お店に並んだ時
beautiful.
はこれすごい感動して何度も見に行きました自分で。
What else?
カードゲーム大会の優勝者の人向けのトロフィー、これも監修して、これが実際のカードイラスト、宝物がいっぱい入ってる。
So it looks like Ruby is going to be illustrating for just a little bit longer, so while she's doing that, let's see if you can game around this place.
let's see what's down this hall here.
Like just watching this office makes me feel so excited. I hope that like I know it's like a long shot, but I hope that one day at least I get to visit at least one of the Square Enix just places or like offices or whatever. Like that would be like a dream come true. It's so good.
Oh, look, this room is open. That's pretty cool. It's a Chocobo meeting room. Okay, so what is going on in this room here?
Excuse me, what's this room for?
ここはですね、レコーディングスタジオ、ゲームに入る声優さんの声を取るスタジオになっております。
Cool. How long do the recordings go?
長い時で朝10時から8時ぐらいまで1日かけて収録をしていることはよくあります。
That's
So what do you need
insane.
to be most careful about?
一番難しいとか気をつけなきゃいけないの
So it seems that they do start around like 10 in the morning or so, but they work until later in the evening.
はマイクとの距離ですね。
He says that he checks the distance between the voice actors and the mic on the monitor during recordings and asks them to step closer or further as needed. Also, during the recordings, he'll need to make adjustments in order to produce.
Like honestly, that is so challenging. Even I like as I'm recording these videos that are basically amateur in comparison. Sometimes you record the whole video and you see like I think it's far worse when you're closer to the mic than when you're further away, because when you're further away you can adjust the volume, you can turn yourself up a little bit and reduce the noise or whatever, you can fix that. But when you're too close and you're not like equipped with like a pop filter or whatever, and even when you are, you can just like hear the crackling of these like hard words, and that's just so hard to fix.
A consistent sound.
Wow, this is amazing. Can you hear that? There's no echo in here.
So, do you have any messages for the viewers?
良き人材をお待ちしております。
Oh, you guys are
Aw.
hiring?
スクエニックス公式サイトの求人情報を見ていただければ載ってると思います。載ってない時もありますけど。
Thank you.
Good to know.
Hi, what are you doing?
I'm not talented.
キャラクターのイラストを描いてますね。
What character?
これ今開発中のゲームなんでちょっと名前は言えないんですけども、
No worries. So, what do you do exactly?
基本的にはキャラクターデザインを中心にゲームの世界観を作っていくような仕事をしてます。あとあそこにあるフィギュアとかもあるじゃないですか、ああいうのの元のデザインとかもしてますね。
What's that?
ファイナルファンタジー9っていうゲームの最後の戦いのシーンを描くっていうので、なるべくこうプレイヤーの印象に残ってるシーンを切り出そうとしてデザインしたものになりますね。15万円ぐらい。
Holy NFT. Nice talking to you.
お疲れ様です。
はい、お疲れ様です。
Now, she has a meeting with a game director.
ハロウィンの衣装
はいはい
なんですけど、ローモデルが上がってきたんで、
はい
ちょっと確認をお願いします。
あ、いいですね。かわいいかわいい。
In addition to character illustrations, she also designs costumes, weapons, and items found in each specific world, creating detailed spec sheets of
That's
each design, including
cute.
how it moves and functions. She's already submitted her design to the 3D modeler to be brought to life, and this meeting is to check if what she designed has been implemented as she
モ
imagined.
ーション可愛いですよね。
Holy pixels, she designed that vehicle!
ちょっとマップのライ
I can't even imagine how rewarding it is to spend ages just drawing something like that, for that to be put into a game for thousands and thousands and even sometimes millions of players to see and play. I don't know, it's huge. It's such a cool legacy to leave behind you.
トでもう一回最後見たいかな。
I guess one of the perks is that she gets to see her designs come to life before the rest of the world.
ありがとうございました。
お疲れ様です。
お疲れ様でした。
That's so cool.
What are you doing now?
午前中の仕事が落ち着いたのでランチを食べに行きます。
Yay, lunchtime! Today she's eating with her coworkers at the company cafeteria within the building. It's called shashoku in Japanese, and it's part of the company's staff benefits program, as the set meals here are offered at reduced prices. What an awesome place to eat!
Right.
And Ruby is having the set meal with fried flounder. So, what do you do?
企画を考えるっていうことをやってます。
Oh, which game did you make?
今僕が担当してるのはフォースポーク
Oh,
ンっていう
Forspoken.
PS5 で発売されたもの。
Awesome. By the way, it's okay to style your hair any way you want here?
ああでもいろんな人いるよね髪色。まあ普通にピンクもいますし、
Yeah, that would that would be one of my first questions if I was ever to work somewhere. And honestly, it's like it's been very hard for me to find even like a side hustle or whatever because of hair, and I'm not willing to give up on my hair color, and I wasn't able to get even like those remote teaching jobs. I normally work as a mentor, and I teach the local kids English, but I wasn't able to get like an official like a remote job at like an English school or whatever because of my hairstyle. But like people like who hire for like I don't know social media strategists or specialists or whatever, like they don't really care. So those are the jobs that you I guess can do with like various hairstyles. But it's really cool to know that Square Enix as a company doesn't really have a policy on that.
So how long have you been with the company?
本社ではもう7年ぐらい。
Cool. And what do you do?
僕が携わっているのがファイナルファンタジー
おー
14という MMO なんですけれども、そこの中のテーマのいろいろとした企画をやらせていただいてます。
Cool. What's the best part of your
もう
job?
自分が出したものがもう世に出るってところですね。
Cool. What do you do?
仕事ですか？ゲームデザイナーをしています。
Oh, so all of you do the same
み
thing?
んなここ3人は
Are you ever told you can't do something?
いっぱいありますよ。自分の中ではこれがめちゃめちゃ面白いかなと思ったけど、結構独りよがりだったりとかして、でプレイヤー目線からすると違うものを考えてしまったこともありますし、やりたかったことができなかったっていうことはあります。それなりに。
Makes sense. How'd you get this job?
新卒で入社しているので、大学院卒業してここを受けて入りました。インターンとかにも参加してましたね。
That's so nice and so fortunate to be able to work at a job like this right after graduating. That's insane. Like around here, you can't really hope for a good job like that after graduation. There's no way.
だよね。
Do you have a favorite character?
ファイナルファンタジー13のライトニングが好きで、ファイナルファンタジー13遊んで僕スクエニに入ろうと思ったんですよ。なんなら好きなキャラは
FF8 のゼルゼルリング絶対ゼル。FF の格好
Oh, I guess you can go forever about the character. It's easy to tell that they love what they do. They even told me that they're so passionate about what they create and that they're always trying to find ways to improve the quality that they're often told to stop working. I suppose when you're in an environment where you can freely imagine and then are given the tools to turn those imaginations into reality, everyday work seems more like play.
That's awesome.
So she's also part of the choke.
Honestly, this video is one of those videos that is a better advertisement for like working at a certain company than the official video that they could make to invite people to join their company, because it is just so cool to see it from the perspective of like a person who actually works there without it being, I don't know, fake or whatever.
Chocobo GP team, and so she attends regular meetings to discuss the progress of current design and development tasks as well as future planning. How was it?
今日はつつがなくそれぞれのセクションの申し送りで終わりました。
Ruby has a few hours until the next
Oh,
meeting,
near.
so she's gonna work a little more on her illustrations. Oh, she's working on something else. What's that?
これはチョコボグランプリのハロウィン衣装を作っています。
So what do you like about this one?
かぼちゃがこれほんのり光るんですよ、暗いところでっていう風に蓄光を仕込んでもらおうと思ってて。
That's fun.
Yeah.
Apparently, she says that the hardest part of her job is to continuously come up with ideas. But when she does hit a creative slump, rather than stop drawing, she draws even more to further develop new ideas. Can I see other stuff you designed?
ファイナルファンタジークリスタルクロニクルリマスターっていうタイトルの武器ですね。 3D モデルを作ってもらう用の完成した資料なんですよ。こっち側に書いてあるのはここはこの質感にしてほしいっていうのを色分けして伝えてます。いや書いたものが立体的になるのはすごい感動しま
That's
す。
amazing.
Ruby has to book a motion capture studio for one of her next projects, which is why she's here. Working in a large company with multiple teams, she sometimes needs to step outside of her illustrations and perform other tasks. Cool, I guess she managed to get an open spot. Looks like she's going back now. But since we're already here, let's see what this place is all about. Hi, this place is amazing. Can I see inside? Damn, look at all these cameras. So what kind of games do you capture here?
Oh, that's how it's done. That's insane.
Don't you use a suit? Of course.
This is awesome. He's bringing out one of the suits right now.
Wow, that's dope. Can I see it? Yes, please.
Okay, so I'm in the studio right now, and we're gonna change real quick just to see what it's like. Okay, here it is.
Holy.
And there you go. Look at that. I'm wearing a motion capture suit. So look at this. I am wearing the suit here in the studio.
That's so
but
exciting.
I don't think I have all the time in the world, so let's go move on and see what else is going on. Wow, and look at all of these weapons. Interestingly, most of the weapons are fairly light, and the animators will later add weight and length to it in the motion capture data to suit the world it's being used in. What's the most challenging part about motion?
Like, I'm still struggling to like wrap my head around the fact that these like cutscenes in games and whatnot, that they're actually recorded, that they're actually filmed by, you know, actors and people doing stuff, that not everything is just basically made through animation, and that is, to me, is still so wild.
Capture.
ここに監督が来たり、役者さんが来たり、僕らデータを触る人間が来たり、あとはアニメーターが来たり、いろんな人がここでいいものを作ろうと思って頑張るんですけど、やっぱり意見がぶつかったりとか、そういったところをいかに時間の中でしっかりとしたものを撮影するか、できるような環境を僕らが準備するかっていうところにはいつも気を使って仕事してます。
Thank you.
お疲れ様です。
お疲れ様です。
Oh, that's the guy I met earlier. Apparently, he's an art director and Ruby needs his feedback on her Chocobo illustration. And what better way to get feedback than from the man who created Mini Chocobo himself almost 30 years ago. Has Chocobo changed over the years?
だんだんやっぱり変わりますね。一番初めからすると少しだけ
Looks like alpha.
スマートになったかもしれない。
I guess I can see
Yeah, I
that.
guess that's
これを
that.
真ん中でこう切ってもらって。
Now, they're working on a Chocobo record soundtrack cover from the Final Fantasy series. He says he needs to illustrate a 2-page spread since the cover encases 2 records.
最終的にはこうお祭りを眺めてるチョコボの家族というか仲間たちっていうのでまとめたんですけども、まずいろんなラフを書いてチョコボが走り回ってるやつだったりとか、こう仲間となんかこう冒険に行くところだったりとかいろいろ考えておいたんですけど、このアイデアを決めるまでがかかりましたね。
It took him about a month to draw this. The approval
That's
process must have been
beautiful.
insane.
お疲れ様です。
How's the Final Fantasy illustration going?
朝よりはちょっと進みました。顔周りが少し綺麗になったかなと。
So are you done?
これからもうお家に帰ります。
Well, okay, there's obviously
Yay,
deadlines and
finally
everything.
Done. She says that she could probably work
It
a
doesn't
little
look
longer,
stressful.
but tonight she has plans to play an online game with her friends. So she decided to call it a day. When she plays online, she usually has a drink or two with a light meal while chatting with friends. So before the game starts, she prepares her dinner. Do you have any specialties?
一番得意な料理。あ、でもお味噌汁かな。お味噌汁。
Oh no, I feel like
I
having
guess she's
miso
making a
soup.
peach mozzarella dish. Looks good. So that's all you're eating
夜
tonight?
ご飯今日はお酒入るんでこれだけ。今日野菜ゼロです。
Oh, it seems like your friends are online now.
なんかすごい疑います。
I love how we
Oh,
got
you
to
stopped
see
talking to them
other
now?
なんかもうゲームのルー
like other aspects of her day as well. Such a good video.
ルで今は会話をしちゃいけないんですよ。
Huh, that's fun, I guess. So it looks like Ruby is going to be playing this game until 10 with her friends, enjoying, and then after that, probably take a bath, and then probably go to sleep at 12. That's pretty much a day in the life of a Japanese game illustrator.
And she still gets to sleep apparently for like something that I never get to do. But I love seeing this. It's such a good video, and it was very just very culturally inspiring to, to see how things are done. And it's such a good commercial for this kind of, I guess, working environment. I mean, yes, I understand that, sometimes things go wrong, and sometimes there are deadlines, and that there's, stress, and a lot of things happening. But overall, you can see that these people are really passionate about what they do. And as a player, and even as a content creator, it's such a joy to see people who make these, you know these games, and who create art for these games, that they're so passionate about what they do. And it makes me, I don't know, it makes me really grateful to be in a position that I am, to actually get to experience their art. It was a very good video. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you for watching. And if you'd like to see more of my content, make sure to sub to the channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!